Yo, I wasn't born on this earth to please anybody. The day before yesterday, I'm at school and there's some conference with some important people. So we are on this conference. Our lessons would end at 12:45. But the conference takes a little bit longer. So we are sitting there and at 12:45, despite the conference still going on, I just stand up and go. But the vice director stops me and she's like, "Oh, yo, what are you doing? You can't do that. I'm gonna write to your parents. If you can go, go. But I'm gonna write to your parents and you're gonna have to give me an excuse where you're going." So I say, "Alright." And I sit back at my seat. Another teacher tells me that, "Yo, you can't just go. At 1, which is in 15 minutes, the conference will end. And that's when you can go." So I said, "Alright." And I'm mad. I'm just sitting there in this chair and I'm thinking about myself and the thing that I've done a second ago. That I just allowed somebody to dictate my life. That I just tried to please her and I just avoided confrontation and I was so docile and just sat at this chair. I'm sitting there very mad but alright, 1 p.m. comes. And the conference should end here. But no, another question to these important people is asked and I'm like, no. I'm standing up and I just go. But another teacher stops me and he's like, "Yo, what are you doing? Where are you going?" And he looks at me with this weird face. I say, "Yo, 15 minutes ago, I could go home. My lessons just ended." He's like, "No, you can't do that. The conference is here." And I just turn around and go. This time I wasn't so docile and submissive. This time I didn't try to please anybody apart from myself. Because nobody in this world was there to please me. So why would I just do everything as somebody else pleases? I don't give a fuck about the vice director. I don't give a fuck about these important people. They are not important to me. So I don't really care about their feelings. As wrong as it may sound, but nobody is on this earth to please me. Nobody ever gave a fuck that I feel not right, that I don't wanna do something. Nobody ever done that. Especially the teachers. At school, nobody gives a fuck about your feelings. So why would I give a fuck about their feelings and that some vice director or some teacher or some person at the conference is gonna feel sad? Who am I? Like, I am not there to please anybody. I am not born on this world. I am not here to just make everybody happy. And the best part is that it doesn't make me happy when I'm doing that. And people lose respect for me. Even though they get what they want, they still lose respect for me. That even though I don't want to do something, I do it and they just lose respect for me because they see that, yo, Bart didn't want to do it, but he still did it because I told him. Like, he's a puppet in my hands. I can do with him anything, and he's gonna do it. They're gonna view me as lesser, and rightfully so, because I just do everything that they tell me to. A few months ago, at school, and some teacher approaches me, and he's like, "Yo, you're gonna do some presentation to some companies." And I say, "Yes, alright," even though I don't want to. I try to say, "Wait, stop, I'm gonna think about it," but it was already too late. It was already too late. I didn't find my boss to tell him that, no, I don't want to do it. I didn't. I just said yes, even though I absolutely didn't want to do that presentation. And when the day of the presentation came, it was absolutely bad. Like, this presentation turned out absolutely horrendous. Yeah, it was so bad, and it's all because I was so docile and tried to please the teacher. He wasn't even there. He didn't even see the presentation. He wasn't even there. So why the fuck did I try to please everybody apart from myself? I wasn't pleased. The teacher, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Why would I give a fuck if somebody else is happy, if I am not happy about it? Why would I care about it? every time I'm submissive in such a situation, every time I try to please somebody, I lose in my eyes. I have on my board a paper, like in the middle, I have this paper on which is written people pleasing. This is the thing that I can't fucking do. And since the time I put it on this board, I stopped pleasing people. And my life got so better. I mean, I had so much stress recently, but it's somewhat correlated to my pleasing of people. But the thing is, but the fact that I stop people pleasing is making my life so much better, and it's making me so much calmer about life. I'm not so anxious that somebody's gonna tell me to do something and now I'm gonna have to do it. I'm not. Previously I was like this. Previously I was like, oh, but what if somebody thinks of me something, or what if they expect me to do something and I don't come close to their expectations. Now it doesn't really matter, because what matters is if I please myself. If I am happy about my decision. No, if somebody is like, oh, you didn't meet my expectations, you shouldn't have done that. I don't care now. I don't care. It doesn't matter if somebody is sad or happy. I don't care about their feelings, of course. If this is the feelings of my close ones, then of course I do care about it, and this video is not about such people. Or at least not to such a big degree, because I shouldn't please also to a huge extent everybody around me apart from me, of course. But when it comes to these people, I can be more altruistic. But apart from them, the other people who don't give a fuck about me, why would I give a fuck about their feelings? And the best part, and the most ironic part, is that I won't please everybody. There's always gonna be somebody who is not pleased. Even if I try to do everything perfectly, there's always gonna be somebody who is gonna be displeased. So I can either please myself and displease some people, or I can try to please everybody and displease myself and some people. There's like no point in pleasing everybody. It's like a Sisyphus. Like this rolling up the stone, and at the end there's always the stone falls, and there's always somebody there who just takes this stone and rolls it down the hill again, who is displeased with me. Okay, so I can try to please them even more. I can try to do everything correctly. I roll up this stone up this hill, and boom, there's another one who rolls this stone again from my hands. You will never reach the top. I will never reach the top of this hill of pleasing everybody. So I should cease to try to do that. I should cease trying to do that, because there is no point. There's always gonna be somebody who is displeased. And it's better not me. I know that it sounds selfish, but I don't think that it is necessarily a bad thing. Of course, it's nice to do good things for others and not expect some things from them. Of course, I love doing that. Helping my girlfriend, helping my brother, helping my mom. I love that. But this video is about pleasing some other insignificant people and leaving myself miserable because I try to please others apart from me. If I am happy, others around me are happy. So I should care about my own happiness first, and then give to others. And I do give to others. But first care about my own happiness. Because if I am happy, everybody around me is happy. My girlfriend is happy when I am in a good mood, when I'm confident. She absolutely loves it. And if it means that from time to time I'm gonna be a little bit more selfish, I think it's a good exchange. I think it's a very good exchange. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Like the video, found it helpful, and have a good day, dude.